Okay, so this right here is the 2017 social media plan. It's how your LC is going to be tracked on what you're contributing to the national content, as well as your LC's use of the digital resources that we have. So if you're a VP of B2C, you're responsible for making sure that your LC's contribution is submitted every month to the EST. If you are a VP of OGX, you need to make sure that someone on your team is responsible for all of the digital content. So this would normally be someone who you have like in charge of attraction. So this is the dashboard page. It just gives you like a little bit more specifics of like what is a blog post, how do you do the Facebook post, what's an EP story supposed to look like, and then also a project highlight. Those are the 4 main things that your LC will need to contribute every month. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. For example, the blog posts are normally only like a list or half a page of written or something like that, and we're going to have a lot of resources up here pretty soon with different places you can go to see some examples of blog posts that have been written for ISEC in the past. So here you can see an overview of the expected LC contribution per month. So if your LC is like larger or middle size, you need to contribute 1 of each kind. For this summer semester, it'll probably pick up in the winter semester. It's up to the discretion of next year's team. But for right now, these middle and upper tiers need to submit at least 1 of each kind. The smaller LCs just need to choose, each month you can choose to submit either a blog post or a Facebook post for your LC, or you can submit, and then you also need to submit either an EP story or a project highlight. So these are things that they don't just contribute to the national content, but they also will help your LC as well to boost presence and boost interaction from your customers. Okay, so here is also where we'll be tracking what you've submitted. So you don't have access to edit this, only me and the EST does, but you'll be able to go here to see if we've received your submissions. So these start in February. So once your LC submits a blog post, it'll have like an X mark and it'll get filled in. So your goal is to have like all of these things filled in. You can submit your entries at any time. For example, if you know that March is going to be very, very busy for your LC, I suggest that you guys submit like your blog posts for both months. Like you can submit them at the same time and we'll just schedule them. You can submit 2 EP stories at once and choose 1 that goes out in February and 1 that goes out in March. Same thing for your project highlights, just as long as we have at least 1 to go out for each month. Okay, same thing for the smaller LCs. We'll mark whether you covered one of each groups. Here's where we'll have some blog post topic ideas. So this is editable by you. You can write in your own ideas. You can write in something that you know that you're working on and you want to make sure no one else takes. Like if you have a really cool idea and you want to make sure no one else takes that idea, go ahead and claim it, and you'll be able to select like your LC. But for example, if the idea is already written out by me or someone on my EST, and you see here that it's unclaimed, if it has an N by it, and you want to write about that topic, or someone in your LC wants to write about that topic, you just hit yes and then select what LC you're from. Okay, so this is also a resources tab. VPs of B2C and the DXP managers in the LC, you guys really need to look through these. It's a lot of resources, but it's very helpful. So for example, these are places you can go to find stock videos and footage for like different designs. This is the ISEC International Flickr. It's really good for Instagram, all kinds of things. These are some Facebook pages of other entities that you should certainly follow. So there's a lot of things to read, how to write good emails, how to make good blog posts, how to make good designs, and so on. And then here you can just see, you don't need to edit anything for this. This is just for a level of transparency since we're all sharing the same Facebook page. You can go here to see what's going to be going on in the Facebook. And then if you see anything that you really like or that you want to contribute towards or help with, or something that maybe you disagree with or you're not sure will work for your LC, etc., feel free to let us know on the EST. So this is just how we'll be tracking it. One thing here is eventually we would like to get to the point where you'll be creating some content for the national page. So as part of your monthly contribution, instead of just doing a post for just your LC, we'll have something that goes on the national page. So for example, in February, you'll be notified if your LC is responsible for this post that's supposed to go on at, I don't know, 4 p.m. about membership, and it's going to be on Facebook, and it needs to be just a series of pictures. So this will be like a really detailed description of what it is, what it's supposed to look like. This is a suggested caption that we have. Sometimes it'll be in English, sometimes it'll be in Spanish. If it's in English, you can just translate it into Spanish. So this will have like your LC's name as the responsible. The deadline is by when it needs to be turned into the EST, and this is where the EST will mark whether or not it's finished or not. Then you'll get some feedback about the content from the EST. They'll say whether it's brand aligned or if there's a few minor design changes that need to be done. And then once it's ready to go out, it'll be published. So someone from the EST will publish your national post for us, and then your LC's contribution for the month will be done. But don't worry about this just yet. You'll be notified if your LC gets assigned one of these national posts. So we'll talk more about that as a team of VPs of B2C later on. So yes, long video, but this is essentially how to read the entire 2017 like social media and digital marketing plan.